Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm out here with the Honda HR-V, and we do a lot of travel and a lot of trips. One thing cool to have with you is something to air your tires up with, to check your tires with, to air them up, or if you have a flat breakdown, you might need to air a tire up. You can plug a tire and air it up. They make little battery air compressors that can air a tire up. This is a different style one that I have found here. It is from AUTOONE, and I reviewed one for the motorcycle on the Trail 125 that I've been keeping in there to try for a while. But this is one that I'm going to keep in the car, and I'm going to open the box and show you why. I think this would be a good choice for one for a vehicle. Even a motorcycle, it would still work great. But mainly, I think this will work good on a vehicle. So let's go open the box, check it out, and we'll come out here and try it out airing up a tire. Okay, so first off, let's open this box up. As I said, I did do one from AUTOONE for the motorcycle. This is a great little compressor right here for motorcycle. It's small, compact, battery powered, just perfect for something like that. And it also worked great on a vehicle too. But we're worried about this one today, and I think this is actually going to be a better option for a vehicle. And I will show you why. The box here, AUTOONE, ACO2, smart air pump. And so you can switch it from bar to PSI to KPA and KGCM. Maximum inflation pressure 2 to 150 PSI, so that's what you can set it to. USB output, USB-A, 5.2 volt. Charging input, USB-C, 5 volt, 2 amp. So let's go ahead and just open this box up here. Something I was kind of excited about when I seen it and how it was designed. That's what kind of made me want to check it out. Got their card here, support, and the website. And then we got a quick guide right here for the pump. We got some accessories in here, and then the pump itself is right here. So I'll go ahead and set all this out. Okay, so here is our pump right here. Very nice, good looking. I like the silver to black tone. We get this thing here to peel off. Don't need that on there. But there it is right there. In the bottom you can see a jack where we can plug in the cord right here. 12 volt and plugs in right here. So now what I was saying about normally you have a compressor like this and you have a battery in it. So if your battery happens to go dead, say you aired up more tires than what the small pump would air, and you didn't have a way to charge it or charge it quick, that's what's cool about this one. So even in that situation, you can take and plug this in right here. It's got a nice long cord, and plug this into your accessory outlet on your car, and you can run it off that. So not only can you run it off the battery, you can also plug it in directly, run off 12 volt. You're not going to have to worry about it running dead if you're running it that way. And most of these will air up your car tires no problem anyway. You're topping them off from, say, in the 20-pound range, 25, 30 pounds, up to 32, 35, then it's no problem anyway. But if you did need some more juice, then you can plug it into your car. That's going to be really handy right there. That's what made me really think this is going to be a good pump. Another cool feature of this one is, instead of a short, small cord, you have this cord, which is, we'll put it right here. It is about 20 inches long right there. Instead of just a little short cord, it's 20 inches. Another cool feature that I thought was really neat, instead of one that threads in, a lot of these will, even the small cord that AUTOONE makes, threads into here. This is really nice because it's got some O-rings here and just a kind of a twist lock into place. So I like that too, instead of having to thread it in. And then this right here will thread onto your valve stem. Now, as far as options to air things up, it does come with a ball needle. We have a blow tip. We have a Presta to Schrader adapter, and then we have a wood valve. So we have all those right there. Really cool that it comes with all this stuff. And then of course it's got a carrying bag. You can put it in to keep it protected instead of scratching and banging around. And then of course we have the USB to USB-C to charge this unit up. So in here, the manual got some specs, basically the same thing that I read off to you. We have right here on this end a USB out that you can charge things up with, like your cell phone or whatever. You could actually charge it from this. And then right here we have a USB-C input, so we can charge this up, and that's what this cable right here will do. We just plug it in right there to charge it. Also right here we have an LED light. So the LED light is actually pretty cool. A lot of them don't have these. This is really cool because whenever you're out there airing the tire up at night, you don't have an LED light to see what you're working on. You know, to be able to put this onto your valve stem with this LED light here, you can see that. Some have an LED light, but they're in the wrong position. If you put an LED light over here or back here, well, it's not aimed to where you're working. You want the LED light like this one. It's going to be aimed to where you're putting this on and where you're airing up the tire at. Okay, so as far as the LED light, you have to power it on first. Then you have the light button right down here. So if we press it, we have on right there, you can see, and then we have on flashing. Press it again, then we have red, and the red flashing is SOS. And then press it again, it goes back off. So as far as on the side right here, we have the power button, then we have the pressure up button, which is a plus, pressure down, which is minus. Then we have the unit switch. Then we have mode selection, and then we have the LED light switch. Okay, so when we want to turn this on, we'll just hold this power button down. You can see the bars coming across, and then it says on. Now we're in the on position. On the side, we have the unit button, and you can see I'm going from PSI to bar to KPA to kg right there. Back to PSI, which is what we use here in the United States. And also right here, this is our indicator showing our battery charge. Right there, it's full charge. And then we have a little thing here showing a picture of a car. So we can select right here by hitting the M button. We can select what we're using it on. So car, motorcycle mode, bicycle, ball mode, and then last custom mode. So you can use it in custom mode and just set it wherever you want. What it does is when you have it, say, in car mode, it has a setting like 35 PSI, basic setting. You can see 40 pound on motorcycle, 38 on bicycle, 8 PSI for ball, and manual, which you can just adjust that wherever you want. And that's pretty much what I use all the time. I just go ahead and use manual. So we put this in manual mode, and you can see here we can hit the plus and the minus here. We can let this thing all the way down, see how low it'll go. We're dropping down to 30, 20, 10, 2 PSI. We hold the plus, we'll see how high it goes. It should go to 150. It's going up pretty fast. 30, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 40, 150. So all the way up to 150 PSI, which definitely I won't have anything that you would need 150 PSI on. So if I was going to use it on manual mode, mostly I'm going to use it 22 on a motorcycle, 32 on my car. Is pretty much what I would use in manual mode. But if we put it on car, it's on 35. Now, even though it's on 35, you still can adjust it to 32. So we go back here, go through the menu, go back to car. Now car is on 32. Let's turn it off. Okay, let's turn it back on. Now our car menu is set to 32, which is good. If I was to put this on motorcycle, which I use for the motorcycles, then most likely I would have it on 22. So I can have it on 22 PSI. Now when I go through my button here, my menu button, I can see 32 is going to be my car, 22 is going to be my motorcycle, and then of course we still have the other settings there, like so. As far as charging it, you can just charge it by your car or by USB. You can plug this into a portable power station, pretty much anything USB. This is just a standard power brick right here for charging. I'm gonna plug it into the wall socket there. We'll plug it right here into the USB in the top, like so. And then it turns it off, and then this light is flashing. Right now it's red. Of course, it's going to be green when it's full charge, totally topped off. Basically, it shuts it off, charges it, and we'll be ready when that's green. And to turn it back on, we'll just hold our power button. We're back on, ready to go try it out, air up a tire. Okay, we're out here at the car, got our AUTOONE compressor. We need to take and thread this on right here. So threads on, really easy, that's nice. It got 25 PSI, and I actually let this tire down to 25, gonna go from 25 to 32. And my Milton gauge evidently reads exactly the same. So it shows 25 PSI, just like I let it down to. So let's go ahead and put the button here. You just push this one, it's going to air it up. Now, one tip that I always tell people about these little compressors is, they do usually have on the bottom an air intake right here, and this is where it sucks air in. So don't ever set the bottom of this down in sand, dirt, grit, because it's going to suck it up into your pump. You want to make sure that if you set it on something, that's why I got this little box right here. I can set it on this cardboard box or just something that's not going to let the dirt and debris suck up into the bottom of the pump. So let's turn it back on, because it auto shuts off after a certain time to keep from running dead. If you forget to turn it off, it's going to auto shut off. Push the button again. Now we are airing the tire up. Working good. So airing it up that way. Now I will speed this video up so it don't be so boring on you of slow just airing it up and the pump running. But you can see it's airing it up good. I went ahead and plugged in my 12 volt accessory cord. We got this plug here. We're going to plug it in the bottom and try it out this way also. Of course, it auto shut off again right there. It must be about 30 seconds, then it auto shuts off. We're going to turn it back on. And now we're going to be airing it up by using the 12 volt cord that we got plugged into the accessory outlet in the car. Working like a champ. So it's been good. I want to air this up to 32, and it should shut off automatically. There we go. 32 kicks right off. So that's super nice, and it's really nice that I got this cord so I can plug it in if I wanted to. And a cool part about that is while you got your car, you can go ahead and plug it in if you want, and you're going to save this battery here so you're not running it dead. So we unthread this off of here. Very nice. Works great. Okay, guys, so there we go. That is the AUTOONE ACO2, awesome little compressor. Like I said, I like it that it comes with the 12 volt accessory plug so you can plug it in. And that is the main reason I got it for the car. I also like the extra long hose instead of just the little short one. That works really good on cars. Just a good little compressor. Got the sack here I'm going to put it in the car, and this will be the one I keep in the Honda HR-V. So we're out on the road somewhere, we need air. It's going to air our tires up. And like I said, if your battery was to go dead on this from airing up too many tires, then all you got to do is plug it into the 12 volt accessory and you're good to go. You're not just stranded because you forgot to charge this or whatever. You'll have that cord to plug it in and do it manually that way. Really cool. So there you guys go. God bless you all. Click the thumbs up on this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Check out the links below to this air pump, AUTOONE. Catch you all in the next adventure. Ride on.